Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, I don't mind it. I haven't checked my MySpace page in about a year.
Man, I mean, my personal Facebook and MySpace pages are not a good way, but the publication has its own, you know.
So it's still be
my email address is still going to be the best.
Yeah.
email and mailing you the actual physical CD.
Yeah.
Well, and we all maintain blogs now, so little news bites help. Like, you know, if you're recording a new CD and you have something newsworthy coming up, like a paragraph about this, you know, this late breaking thing that you're doing, let us know, because it might be something we can upload onto our blog or put it on your social networking site or on your website. Little news bites, and then follow up with email or phone calls, because we might see something when we're on deadline or we're busy and distracted, and we'll be like, oh, well, I'll get to that later. But it's good to, you know, say, hey, did you see that we're going to the studio next month, and we'll be doing our CD release party on such and such date. So it's good to, you know, keep in mind those little news bites that we can take advantage of for our blogs and for
and advance notice is really good.
Yeah.
You know, when we're looking to plan ahead, you know, and then we can look down and say, okay, so-and-so's got a CD release party, that'd be good. We can get them on What Goes On, which is our podcast, or we can get something on CBO Extra or in Friday Extra.
How much advance
I'm sorry?
notice? How much advance notice?
At least a month, 2 months is better.
Are you saying for print or for print and web?
For me, anything, just because I have to plan out
Right.
ahead.
For print, we definitely like, you know, 6 weeks advance notice. But as things get quicker and it seems like people are booking shows with less notice now because they can get out the viral word. Don't feel like you missed the boat. I mean, you can send me something that's maybe 2 weeks out, and I can find a home for it on the web. It's definitely not going to get into the print book, but we definitely treat those as two different things, and we try to get that late breaking stuff up on the web.
Yeah, just the more notice I have, the more chance I have of doing more with it. You know, like Scott said, you know, I can get a notice fairly close to the event and still get something online. But, you know, and that's if you have all your stuff together and you can send me a JPEG, you know, things like that. So, you know, the more you can do in advance before calling me, the better chance you have of actually getting some print.
Now, do you guys keep JPEGs on file? Or do you want to, every time you do something, just send a new one?
Yeah, we have a huge library of photos.
But it's funny how infrequently, like we'll go back if we have to, but it's really nice to get a different image, especially if you're talking about there are some regional bands and local bands that you'll talk about every couple of months, and you don't want to run the same image over and over again.
And if your bass player quits, you get a new bass player taking a picture.
Yeah, please. Take pictures as often as possible.
Yeah.
You know, because you play out a lot, so.
And that's not a difficult thing to do. You know, it's really like you said. There's a photography seminar tomorrow. It's not hard to have 3 or 4 high-res images online. You know, and it's not hard to get some new ones when somebody quits the band or something happens.
And did you prefer stage photos or concert photos? Does it make a difference?
Anything that's usable, basically, as long as it's a decent photo.
In focus.
And
Yeah.
in focus, yeah. Anything, you know, if it's a performance photo.
No
that's
railroad
great.
tracks.
Like band logo, like running the bag.
Yeah,
Some
no,
logos.
yeah, print on the in the image is that's a no-go.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
all.
send a poster for your show, because it doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
I actually like to put like a really well-designed concert flyer. I like to put that up online as a graphic sometimes instead of a band image, and I think that's. I mean, if you're in a band, you're a creative person, you probably know somebody who's in web design or graphic design that likes your band and would love to help you out. I mean, there's a lot of ways to trade favors in that area.
I'd say with the radio station, we love if you want to send a poster along with your CD, whatever, we like to put them up around the station. It's a nice looking poster, whatever. There's a concert coming up fairly soon.
If you guys haven't ever been to the 88.5 station, there's tons of really cool posters up everywhere.
And of course, come by and drop by, some flyers, we got a little lobby there. You basically, you barely even need to have a code to get in, you can sneak in there almost any time. Throw the stuff there, even if it's after hours, it's a lot of get to the first door.
I just have a desk and
I think we should open it up.
Sure, yeah, let's hear, I have one last question though, is follow-up good, or is it pestering, which,
I think there's a not all that thin line between, you know, being active and making sure we know you're still there and annoying us. You know, I think, I mean, you know, anybody with any common sense is going to know when you're being a little too pushy. You know,
a lot of people
a
don't.
lot of it's the tone. Yeah, well, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, and don't, you know, I think the thing that bothers me is when people kind of, you know, feel like they've guaranteed themselves coverage by sending us something, which, you know, I've got a limited amount of time and a limited amount of space.
You're entitled to nothing.
You know, you know, and unfortunately, I also have to write about, you know, stuff I don't want to write about, which, you know, no names, Jonas Brothers, but, you know, which I don't think Scott has to deal with.
Are they like a hot up-and-coming thing?
They are very
Should I write that down?
Yeah, so, right down right there. Yeah, you move on. You know, and you know, so basically, you know, my time is, I'm not autonomous, basically. You know, I get a paycheck and I get paid to do what my bosses tell me to do, and I have some autonomy and I get to write about local music, you know, more than some people would do what I do, but, you know, just sending me something is not a guarantee of something yet.